Hello everyone and welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and another part of this Newcastle United series where we're about to kick off in our third season at the club. As you can see, in the transfer business we haven't done an awful lot. We've actually made a profit this year with Isaac Hayden going for £21 million to Porto, Jamal Lascelles going to Sevilla for £15 million and Emil Kraft going to Sassuolo for £7.25 million. Obviously that's two players who cover the right side of the defence. Could become an issue if we aren't able to get very good replacements in, but we have done a bit of additional business in the window. You may remember at the end of last season we brought a couple more players in, so Gabriel Jesus brought in for 36 million and Samuel Ntiti brought in for 27 million, and then this season as well we brought in Ousmane Dembele on the free, which was an amazing bit of business to bring him in. Curtis Jones is back on loan from Liverpool, already doing great business for us in the Premier League, 2 goals in 2 games so far. And Marcos Antonio, the next signing, brought in the Brazilian from Shakhtar. He just seems out of this world good. And he's 22 years old. We got him for 23.5 million and he's got an incredible average rating. You don't often see ratings like that in the game when it's not a real manager leading the club. We also have Serge Aurier in the club. He's come in on loan from Spurs. Obviously I said that we'd let a couple of right backs go, so I thought I didn't really want to pay to bring him in permanently because he's 29 years old and he's not actually that good, but he's a really good cover option with a lot of experience, and he's not too bad in terms of wages. 70k a week is what we're paying him at the moment, so he was just an easy cover option to bring into the team. So the transfers generally I'm pretty happy with where we've landed. Now if we have a quick look at the amount of money we've got left, we're overspending on the wage budget. If we bring that down, we've still got about 27 million. We can make one big signing if we wanted to. Trying to get rid of Joe Linton if we can because his wage is 80k a week, so we really need to get rid of him. He'll be going for a massive loss if he does go, but he can't get a work permit at the moment, which is a real problem in terms of shifting players. Now we have gone through pre-season. It went pretty well, it's fair to say. A nice 10-0 victory over Hannover 96 in there as well. Callum Wilson with a hat-trick in that game. Monaco beating 7-1 as well. Callum Wilson with another hat-trick there. And then against Blackburn in the first game of the season, this was quite an odd one. We went a goal down. Adam Armstrong, the former Newcastle player, is he? Yeah, former Newcastle player. He scored the first goal in 6 minutes. We did come back, Curtis Jones and Callum Wilson with goals in the first half to make 2-1. But the game was on a knife edge for a really long time until finally, in the 94th minute, Edouard scored. And then randomly in the 95th minute as well, Callum Wilson getting a brace to make it 4-1 and make the game look easier than it was. And then against Stoke in the next match, we did win 5-0 in that one. Callum Wilson with 2. Ousmane Dembele with his first 2 goals for the club as well. And Curtis Jones scoring on his return as well, both times in his return to the club. So today we are taking on Atletico de Madrid. It's going to be a really big game, this one, our first chance to win another piece of silverware in the UEFA Super Cup, and we'll also take on Bournemouth away from home in the league, and then we'll probably run through quite a lot of these games. We'll see where we land in terms of the next good opportunity to check back in, but I'd like to make a solid start through pre-season, through the early season, and see how we get on in the Champions League group stage. So if we jump into this game against Atletico Madrid, it is going to be a really tough game, this one. It's not going to be easy trying to take on Diego Simeone's Atletico Madrid, but I think we are the better team. They do still have Simeone in charge. They've got Todibo from Barcelona in the team, but otherwise the team's not too different. Zinchenko from Man City as well. But I think we've got the stronger team, if I'm honest. I genuinely think that we will probably win this game, or should probably win this game anyway. But it has kicked off now, so we'll have to see if we can get the victory that I think we deserve. Lamar with the corner for Atletico Madrid. We do need to be careful when they put those set pieces in. Ball sent back to Oblak. Arias over the top, but it should be easy for Mainon. He's got the ball in his hand now. Haven't managed to find a suitable replacement goalkeeper yet in the transfer window either, so it's that right back and goalkeeping positions that really need to be addressed. Sturgeon here to Coke. Cocaine now Zinchenko, playing in the centre. Finds João Felix. Lamar on the edge. Plays it into João Felix, and that's an absolutely brilliant goal. The way he's absolutely leathered that one into the top right corner. It's just a great finish. Not a lot that Minan could do there to stop that ball going in. João Felix out to Lamar, and just played him behind, and it's a very good finish into that top corner. Now there is a question for you guys as to how far we take this Newcastle series. I'd quite like to get the Premier League under our belt, but how far ahead do you want to run with this series as Alvarez puts the throw-in in? Let me know down in the comments what you think. Ayer here on the ball, out to Koopmeiners, now Rice. Plays it through to Wilson, onto Gabriel Jesus, back to Szoboszlai, into Wilson, and it is denied by the goalkeeper. I thought he might be offside, but apparently he wasn't, and now it's a corner. Szoboszlai to take it, and it's cleared out by Todibo, who is someone I was looking to sign. Unfortunately, Atletico Madrid moved quicker than I could in terms of being able to bring him in. But we are very strong in that central defensive area as Titi puts the throw in. Oblak is a very good goalkeeper and is almost always going to come and claim that. Winning the ball from Morata. Szoboszlai out to Curtis Jones. He's managed to keep it. Cutting inside from the left, finds Szoboszlai. Ball out to Alvarez. Just held up by Lamar, but Alvarez still with it. Pulls it back to Dembele. Ball into Wilson at the near post. And Callum Wilson makes it goal number 6 for the season already. He's on for another fantastic season with a lot of goals, I imagine. And Alvarez there playing it through. Ousmane Dembele is a big addition to the team. He is really going to add a lot of assists and I think probably quite a lot of goals as well. So it's a really great bit of business to get him in on a free transfer. And the former Barcelona man doing damage to Atletico Madrid as well. So now it's about whether we can build on that early start. I don't know what on earth that was. What on earth was that? That looked like he karate kicked the ball out from the goal line. That was bizarre to say the least. João Felix now running the ball around the outside. Should be cut out, and it is by Alvarez. Dembele back to Mainan. Or Mainon. Koopmeiners back. Just a little bit of holding the ball before punching it down the field. Szoboszlai picks it up in the centre. Jesus onto Wilson. Szoboszlai to Rice. He's been in the defender, he's in on goal, but he's not a natural finisher, Declan Rice. And that was quite a difficult chance to take. You need to be hitting that hard into the far post, really, and he's not quite got that on his left foot. Zinchenko back to Hermoso, now João Felix. Morata charging forward. Tackle goes in, and it's an easy save for Mainon there. It's going to be difficult to score past Atletico. I'm not too worried about them getting several goals, so I think we'll be able to keep them out. But whether we can break through is another issue. And Jones here on the left flank, he's got a chance here to put it in. He does, and Jesus is denied by the defender. That was a guaranteed goal if that defender hadn't managed to get in the way. And Arias here at right back to Sturgeon. Oblak forward to Todibo. Quite a few chances in this first half. A lot of highlights at least. Hermoso tackled by Dembele. The ball's played forward for Szoboszlai. Dembele. Szoboszlai to Rice. Now Jesus. Need him to be creating goals, and he nearly got that through to Jones. Ayer forward to Szoboszlai. Now Rice again. Two of them just hanging on to it. Out wide to Curtis Jones. Good position. Switches the flank out to Alvarez. Now Szoboszlai into Dembele. Oh, and that's what I was talking about in terms of Ousmane Dembele. Bringing something a little bit different to the team. Both in terms of goals and assists. He can do it all. And that's what we can have now, because Jones on the left flank does tend to get 12 goals. I think he got 12 goals, 11 assists last season. I'm expecting Dembele to get more to the kind of 15 to 20 range, but for both goals and assists this season. And Szoboszlai here with a corner. Ayer is there, but it's over the top. And I think Atletico might struggle to come back if they don't get a goal before half-time. It could actually become a little bit of a free-for-all with the way that Atletico Madrid play as Lamar runs down the left flank, trying to get that goal that they need. Takes it to the byline, it's in, Titi away. Now Jones, charging forward. He's got players around him, he's gone over the top. Wilson's got the pace, and he's just put that wide. Oblak was lying down. I think if that was on target, that's almost always going to be a goal from Callum Wilson. But he wasn't quite able to direct it. And at half-time, we can be pretty happy with our performance. While Atletico Madrid did take the lead, I think they were a little bit lucky in the way they did it. João Felix with a moment of brilliance. And playing the deep 4-4-1-1 that they're playing at the moment, they're really, really, really going to struggle to break us down in that kind of formation. And we've still got a chance to score goals. We have a lot of attacking talent in the team that can do that. And there's only 20 minutes to go now as Todibo plays it forward to Hermoso. Out to João Felix. Suarez come on off the bench. The ball's given away. Jones over the top looking for Wilson, but it's cleared away. Saul then cleans it up for them, and Suarez can try and attack here. He must be 36, 37 at this point, Suarez. Titi with a good tackle, but it's in behind for Arias. Over the top. And Lamar, that was a very good effort from Lamar. That's such a difficult chance, and he nearly got it inside that far corner, but it just didn't come off for him. Now we do have options that we can bring on, so let's just start bringing on a few of these players. So Maximan can maybe come on as well. Szoboszlai seems to be struggling, so let's give Matty Longstaff a little bit of game time. Also a chance for you guys to see the new Brazilian signing that we've got in central midfield. As Saul picks up the ball, finds Hermoso in behind for Kondogbia. And Jeffrey Kondogbia, not known for his goal scoring. He's a big, muscly defensive midfielder or central midfielder really, but he's managed to get in behind here. It's really sloppy play. Saul over the top for Hermoso, who's doing the overlap from fullback, and Kondogbia onside in a lot of space, and just an accurate finish inside that far post. And for a game that we've been in control of for a long time, it's really disappointing to concede late like that. We haven't actually had a shot on target in the second half. Now the question is, can we do it here in added time? Sam Maximan forward to Antonio. Ball out wide to Jesus. Antonio again, the two Brazilians linking up. Charging forward Antonio. We could do with a bit of magic. He's got him behind, but it's blocked by Kondogbia, who doesn't want his goal to be for nothing. Now it's a corner from Marcos Antonio. Can he get an assist here in this big, big game? He waits it up, puts it in. Ayer is there, it's saved. Wilson is denied, and a free kick is given because Dembele is offside. But that was the chance for us to do it, and we weren't able to take it. So it's going to be either penalties or extra time. It is extra time. I assume this means we can make a sub and maybe bring off Jesus as well. So Edouard can play. Dembele back to Alvarez, now Longstaff. Over the top looking for Wilson. It's cleared away. Longstaff does recover the ball. Now Marcos Antonio in behind for Sam Maximan. Beats the defender, cuts inside. What a goal from Alan Sam Maximan. That's so realistic to how he plays in real life as well. That's almost Ronaldo-esque, the way he got that goal there, Sam Maximan. Absolutely amazing stuff from him. Antonio with the ball over the top. Sam Maximan just cuts inside the defender and rifles it into that top corner where the keeper can't reach it. And it's now 3-2. Alan Sam Maximan making a claim for a starting position here. It's not a shoe-in that Dembele will always play, and Curtis Jones on the left flank is also going to struggle to keep Sam Maximan out if he keeps playing like that. But Koke here with a corner. They've done damage to us a couple of times at Atletico Madrid. We really need to keep them out this time. Zinchenko gives it away to Longstaff, and we've got a chance here, but it doesn't quite work out. I thought they might just be able to get Callum Wilson in behind, but it didn't work out that way. 3-2 at the moment. It is quite a tight game. Alvarez with the throw-in, easily cleaned up by Kondogbia and Todibo, and the ball over the top for Luis Suarez. Not sure he's got the pace, but he can do a good job there, and he's kept the ball. Nearly found Carrasco. Mainon gets it away, but not properly, and João Felix is showing the talent that he's got today. A couple of moments of absolute brilliance from him, and he's made it 3-3 here. Suarez causing trouble, or Ayer causing trouble for himself. A poor pass back by Longstaff, a poor clearance from Mainon, and a brilliant finish from João Felix. And that is how goals like that are scored. A combination of poor defending, but absolute quality in the finish. And so it remains all tied up as we go into the second half of extra time, trying to find the winner that could see us through. We can't make any more substitutions. 5 minutes to go. What can we do in this last minute? Doesn't look like a lot, and so we're going to penalties. I'm just going to try and keep the team motivated and happy for a penalty shootout. I don't think it's good to tell them off when they need their confidence. And Wilson with the first penalty has managed to score it. He doesn't have the best record from penalties, Callum Wilson. Luis Suarez first up for Atletico Madrid, and he has also found the finish. You would expect those two top quality strikers to get goals. Koopmeiners, the next man to step up in the middle of the pitch or at the penalty spot, and he sends the keeper the wrong way. That's a quality penalty from Koopmeiners. Yannick Carrasco up next, involved in the goal. that pulled it to 3-3, and he sent the keeper the wrong way as well. So a perfect record in the shootout up to now. Edouard has scored penalties, has missed penalties for us, and he does indeed miss. He got it in the corner, to be fair, but the keeper went the right way and managed to keep it out. We do have a habit, actually, of going behind in penalty shootouts only to win them, and João Felix has just missed it. So we haven't even gone behind. That was another one of those ones where they walk up to the ball and just hit it first time and they miss. Antonio does steady himself and finds the bottom corner. He's a top quality player, and that was demonstrated there. Koke, also a top quality player, steps up. He's steadied himself and he's found that bottom corner as well. So we're getting down to the sudden death point now. Longstaff needs to score. He was at fault for that first goal with his sloppy back pass, but he's found the top corner there, and so it's all going to come down to the Atletico Madrid man here and whether he can find the finish. Who have we got stepping up for Atletico Madrid? It is the centre-back Sergio, which I wouldn't be entirely confident about if I was a fan. Let's see what he does, and it's denied straight down the middle. Maignan didn't need to move, and we have managed to win a second piece of European silverware with Newcastle United. We are the undisputed champions of Europe at this point, having won the Super Cup and the Champions League. You can see me there shaking the hand of Christopher Ayer, and for some reason I am giving the trophy to Ayer, which is a nice touch. But Ayer just getting the crowd going, and there it is. We've won the European Super Cup. The ticker tape comes down, and another piece of silverware is making its way back to Tyneside. A fantastic performance by the team. Had to slug that one out. That was a bit of a boxing match, that game, but we kept spirits high and we managed to win the game, and everybody is very happy over in Newcastle that we've managed to do that. We'll also get a bit of money coming into the club, £4.11 million, which is not too bad. And next up we will return to Premier League action against Bournemouth. Well, for the game against Bournemouth, the main news really is that Freddie Woodman is prepared to keep playing for the club. He's asked for a new contract, which is fine given he's on 9k a week. I'm quite happy to give him the game time, Freddie Woodman. We did have an injury to Carl Darlow as well, and it means that Maignan may well not be the first choice goalkeeper this season. We'll have to see. I would like to give Freddie Woodman a bit of time and see how he gets on. Given that we're doing quite well everywhere else on the pitch, I think we can afford to swap the goalkeepers around, but that could be a major mistake, potentially, given we're on a pretty good run on victories at the moment. But in terms of changes to the team, Saint-Maximin is rewarded for that goal in the Super Cup final with a place on the right flank. We've also brought in Marcus Antonio in the centre of the pitch. Otherwise, it's all the same going out there, just the three changes taking place. I'd expect us to hit Bournemouth for a few goals, realistically. They've got Brendan Rodgers in charge, Lewis Cook as captain, but there's nothing else in that team that would really unsettle me. And as champions of Europe, we should be rolling over teams like Bournemouth on a regular basis. So we need to really get our league campaign off to a good start if we're going to go and try and win the Premier League in our third season in charge of the club. I would expect to win a Premier League title 3 seasons into a Premier League campaign, especially if you've not just been promoted from the Championship. That has to be the goal when you're playing Football Manager at this point. But we're not quite finding our gear at the moment. 3 shots, none on target, and Ward-Prowse now with a free kick for Bournemouth into Mefam, and it's over the top of Freddie Woodman's goal. He's going to want to keep a clean sheet today, otherwise he may find Maignan has taken his spot for the next one. We've got a throw in here with Alvarez into Saint-Maximin. Trying to take it down the right flank. He's put it in behind, and I thought that was going over the defender's head there, but he jumped quite high. Ball down the line. Ayer should clean this one up as club captain. Woodman out to Koopmeiners. Now Declan Rice coming through the middle. Options outside him, if he can find them. He puts it across, and Stacey has just committed a terrible error. I actually just couldn't believe what I saw there. I could see it happening as well. As soon as he stepped in towards his own goal, I had a feeling this was going to be an own goal or something, but it's turned out to be a free goal for Callum Wilson this season. Good closing down. It was actually Jesus who did the main closing, and then the defenders just hit it against Callum Wilson. It's gone in the back of the net. But you take those goals. It's a little bit ridiculous, but you do take those goals when they come. And at half-time we have a 1-0 lead out of absolutely nothing. I will just make this suggested change as well of taking Alvarez off and bringing Senesi on. Alvarez with the long throws, he's lacked act of the game, and he nearly found Jesus there. Ward-Prowse has to get it out, and Alvarez cleans up, but we nearly got another goal there. It's not been a barnstormer this match, it's fair to say. We have a free kick though, Koopmeiners with it. He's gone for goal, and it's over the top by Ogurcan in goal for Bournemouth. Corner from Marcos Antonio, cleared out by Lerma, and Cook can run this one up the pitch. We need to get the tackle in, and we have managed to do just that. 3 central defenders there in the back 4. 4 central defenders in the back 4. Mtiti also can play in central defence. Jones now looking a little bit tired, so he can bring Almiron on. I don't want to forget about Almiron, he's such a big player for us. Obviously the hero who won us the Champions League as well, and Wilson is in behind. He's gone for the chip, but Ogurcan able to backpedal and tall enough to pick that one out of the sky. 20 minutes to go. We've got a free kick in a great position here. I imagine it'll be Koopmeiners to take the free kick. It is indeed Koopmeiners, and this time he's put it wide of the goal. I think that one just needed to be on target, and you've got a good chance of getting that in the back of the net. But time slowly running down here. We can maybe make a couple more changes. Well, we can only make one more change, but I'll bring Matty Longstaff on for a bit. Almiron on the run here through the defenders, still going Almiron, and he's got a bit of work to do to try and fight his way into the starting 11, and that kind of chance isn't necessarily going to deliver that for him. 5 minutes to go though. We're nearly there. Corner from Marcos Antonio. We've not been threatened by Bournemouth, but you know how these can go sometimes. The ball comes back out to Antonio, finds Matty Longstaff. It's blocked in the box. Koopmeiners cleaning it up. Now Sam Maximan on the right flank, beats the defender, takes it to the byline, and it's blocked by Mefam. And a forward to Antonio. A little bit of a bitty highlight this one, as the ball's just punted over to nobody in particular. Down the line, TT to Longstaff. Back to Koopmeiners. Down the line, and Jesus has lost it. Stacey coming forward, finds Caicedo. Now Stacey puts it in, and that's hit the post, and that is exactly what I was worried about when Bournemouth just haven't done anything all game. You know a chance like that is going to come, but fortunately this time they've failed to take it. Antonio with a corner into the middle, but Caicedo gets it away. Now Antonio once more into San Maximan, pulled back to nobody. It was a good idea, but there was just nobody on the edge of the box for us, and Bertrand here, still going, has put it wide. I mean, they could have won it here, Bournemouth, at the end, but fortunately they've not quite got their finishing boots on. That was not the best performance. I've sort of let the team know that's not meeting our expectations really, but it is a 3rd straight victory, so there's a few teams that can catch us and keep up that perfect record for themselves, but we'll take 3 wins out of 3 at the start of the season. We've got a good run of games now as well until we take on United at home in September, Liverpool away as well, but let's see what we get in the Champions League draw, and we'll pick up maybe at the United or Liverpool games for the next episode, because then it's a good run into January before any big league opponents. But if you enjoyed this episode and another piece of silverware, do drop a like down below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new, but until next time, see ya.